Alright throttlers, we're going to take the Mutt 250 for a ride now. We're jumping on this one called the Hilts that was inspired by Steve McQueen. I'm going to do the normal sound check on startup. Now these sound absolutely amazing, I just heard it, and for a 250 learner bike, the sound on here is phenomenal, so I hope that the microphone picks it up okay. Anyway, let's check it out.
See you in a bit. Go on, Albert.
Alright, here we are on the Mutt 250. From Mona Vale, as you heard Tim and Dan telling us before. These are built in the UK and shipped out here, and these are running the Suzuki GN 250 cc engine, which is an absolute ripper of an engine, and I'm expecting this to be an absolute ripper of a review. So the first thing, sitting on the bike, very upright seating position, which is absolutely perfect for a learner bike. The gearbox is very, very predictable. And easy. The foot pegs are in a perfect position, right underneath your knees. It's quite a comfortable seating position. And it sounds absolutely awesome. They've really done a good job of putting together these bikes to be learner safe, looking the goods. They look stylish, they look very retro. They've got all the modern kit on it, disc brakes front and back, a Bosch ABS, and so essentially, I guess, because of the GN 250 engine, the closest bike on the market to this at the moment would be the Suzuki TU 250, similar styled, but essentially what the Mutt bike gives you is the reliability of the Suzuki TU 250, but all the fun and style of a customised bike without having to spend the money on customisation, and it's retailing for around about the same price as the TU does. I know some people that have cafe'd some TU 250s and they look bloody awesome, but essentially that's what this is. Yeah. So these tyres on here, they look like they're off-road tyres, but they're an 80-20 tyre, so 20% off-road, 80% on-road, and so there's definitely enough rubber there to lean this in on a relatively quick corner and know that you've still got enough rubber on the road, unlike a trail bike knobbly tyre where you would be feeling a little bit uncertain on a bitumen corner. So being 20% off-road, it also gives you that little ability to maybe do some fire trails. I'm sure that it wouldn't be too comfortable doing hardcore off-road riding, but if you're doing fire trails, farm work, are absolutely perfect for it. Nice and nimble. I'm just flipping it from left to right now, and it's just so light, so flickable. Mutt Motorcycles has absolutely nailed this product. Now this one, if you can see, the handlebars are a bit of a motocross style handlebar, so I'm sitting dead straight. And I will be going back and jumping onto the other one that's got a road bar on it, just to feel the difference in the body positioning. But essentially, all of the running gear of these Mutts are much the same, just with different styling effects on them. Oh, sounds amazing. That exhaust note. Whew. Alright, so the good news is, if you've considered Mutt Motorcycles but the 250 is not winning you over yet, firstly I'll say the 250 has got some poke. It's a good motor, and in fact this motor is definitely a better ride than the Yamaha SR400s. So it's already better, more powerful than a 400cc Yamaha SR. Granted, the SRs are a very, very old style of bike and an old motor that hasn't really come forward into the future very much, but still. So, once this lovely car gets out of our way, we'll have some fun up on Macars Creek Road. Now, if you are someone who wants a bit more displacement, I can tell you that I've got some information, I've got some gossip for you. And to be honest, I can't tell you everything that I've been told, just out of fairness. But there is a 400cc single engine, there is a 400cc single cylinder engine coming out for Mutt, maybe next year. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the engine is. I've been sworn to secrecy, but it's another cracker engine that will make the riding experience on this style of a bike exceptional. Still only a 400, so I'm assuming it will still be a Lambs approved bike, but it will just have a little bit more poke, a little bit more get up and go than this, although this is good. I'm not sure if you can hear the exhaust in the microphone, as this microphone doesn't pick up exhaust very well, but it sounds good. And I believe it comes in just under the legal decibel range in Australia. So you know that the boys in blue can't give you a hard time because of your exhaust, and which I'm worried about the exhaust on my bike at the moment. I'm thinking it might be pushing the friendship of the police, but time will tell. This is such a fun little bike. It's just really just handles these corners so nicely. So for me, motorcycling is having a little bit of fun, cruising around with your mates, and this is a really good bike for that. Like, it's small enough to park it absolutely anywhere. You could lift it up on a gutter. It's got enough power to have friends riding with you, even if they're on bigger bikes. Now, as the boys from the shop said, it's the sort of engine that you just got to wring its neck, and that's what I'm doing, and it's fantastic. Now, the other thing is, it's good for just cruising along. If you want to slow down now, just sit at a real comfortable pace. It's just so comfortable, it's nice, having fun, not putting stress on the bike, not putting stress on the rider. Just enjoying the beautiful Macars Creek Road Yeah, it's nice. What a fun little bike. The ABS is good, the brakes are good. Now, you're not going to expect to have monstrous stopping power on this bike because you just don't need it. But there's more than enough. Actually, I wanted to go back there. That's where I wanted to pull in. So I'm going to turn around. Oh, there might be another spot here. Let's get in the shade of this tree. Oh, how beautiful is it here? I haven't been down here for ages. What a great spot. I think my next house might be over there somewhere. Alright, throttlers, here we are down at the water. I'm not sure where we are. We're past Church Point, but it's a beautiful spot wherever we are. And this is the Mutt 250 that I'm on at the moment. It's a cracking looking bike. Now, as Tim said in the other video of the shop, this is designed to give the inspiration of Steve McQueen's bike that he bought from the UK. Steve McQueen did put a Triumph engine in, but I can guarantee you it wouldn't have been as reliable as this GN 250 engine that's in here. Now again, here's the tyres that are an 80-20. Like, these are 80% road tyres, 20% off-road. But they're cracking tyres. I love that brown seat with the beautiful Mutt Motorcycles embezzled in the back of it. It looks fantastic. So this has got, unlike the TU 250, this has got rear disc brakes as well as front disc brakes, whereas the TU only has drum brakes on the back. So absolutely awesome setup for a beginner's bike. The Bosch ABS system, probably one of the best ABS systems available at the moment. What a cracking little bike. So much fun. In a very affordable package. How good's that? Alright, let's jump back on. But there's a couple of things about buying a bike when you're an absolute learner, and they're something that a lot of people don't understand, and it's that most people buying their first motorcycle are nervous, anxious and excited, but more than any of that, they have a whole lot of useless information in their head and nothing real. So part of, you know, the beast that is YouTube, and it's exactly why I'm making these videos, is for YouTube, but part of that is that everyone's opinions are on YouTube, and they don't have to be highly trained people to offer an opinion on YouTube. All they need is an audience. Now, I'm also not highly trained, and my opinion is only my opinion. I understand that. However, I like going into a motorcycle dealer or a car dealer where the staff are not trying to sell you something. It's more a fact where the staff are trying to share knowledge with you. And these are the reasons why I love to support certain companies. You know, I do a lot of car reviews for the Central Coast Motor Group, and that's all, most of the dealers up in Gosford. And I love those guys because all of the staff just want to help you. It's not necessarily about just getting the sale. Penrith Motorcycle Centre, James and Graham and Aaron and all the team out there, they just want to help you and share knowledge. And if you choose to buy a bike off them, that's fantastic. But more importantly, they want you to make the right decision. Now, these boys here at Mutt are no different to that. You've got Tim and Dave and Johnny, and three of the nicest blokes I've met in a while, and they're really passionate about giving you the right information. And they also are fully understanding that if you're buying this style of bike, you're probably an absolute beginner, And being an absolute beginner, you can be sold a lot of bullshit that isn't needed just so people can make money. But these guys, they just want to sell you really cool products. They want to put you in the stuff that you need and you want without having to buy too much. You know, these days motorcycling isn't just about black leather, jeans and a helmet and gloves. Like these days, motorcycling for some people is fashion as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone is entitled to get into motorcycling for their own reasons. And the younger generation getting into motorcycling want to look cool. They want to have funky clothes, great shoes. They want to pull their helmet off and have perfect looking hair. Now clearly I don't have an issue with that. My hair's always perfect. But this is the younger generation. This is what motorcycling is about for them. Now the guys that I ride with a lot, they're more, they just want to get in, do the distance, have a feed, have a laugh, spend times with their brothers and head back. It's not about fashion so much. So different strokes for different folks. But these guys at Mutt, they have the funky clothes, but not only are the clothes funky, but they're safe as well. They look great, they're designed for motorcycling, and they'll put you in the stuff that you need and want. Good guys. Check out the guys at Mutt. If you're in Sydney, come down to Mona Vale. They're on Darley Road at Mona Vale. And their warehouse is absolutely awesome. It's massive. They also host regular movie nights there as well. You can go in and watch a movie, have a couple of beers and chat with other like-minded people. I really like that.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just